Alright, here we go. I think we're live right now. Awesome. Hey, apologies for the delay. I think I'm like almost 20 seconds late. Can you believe it? I'm gonna be streaming a lot today. I want to make a new enemy for my game. Sorry, I'm still... Might be some noise here. I'm still setting up my mic. My computer crashed a minute before I went live. I had to scramble to get everything ready, but I'm here now, and I am gonna be setting some stuff up. So while you wait, feel free to, I don't know, look at the pretty background. Hey, Purveyor, hello. Oh, look, it's an artist. Hello, gaming, indeed. It's so gaming right now. Wait, let me switch into gamer mode real quick. There we go. It's gamer time. All right, let me before we get started, I need to do a couple of things. Like I said, my computer just crashed like moments before I went live, so I haven't even shared the stream yet. Most people can't even find it yet, so I'll just do something about that. Okay, so let me post that on Blue Sky and say like, hey, making a new enemy for my game. Come say hi. Think that covers it. Yeah, sure. Boop. There we go. Sending that. Let me also pop out the chat. Also, how is everybody doing today? A long time no see. Except, you know, we talked last week with most people, but I don't know. I was planning on taking a break from streaming, but last week was so fun that I thought, you know what? Might as well just do another one this week. And I had I have some energy left to work on my game, so might as well just do another stream, I suppose. Good to see you here. Thank you. Same to you. I always appreciate you stopping by, Purveyor. That's very much appreciated, so thanks a lot. And we also post this over here. There we go. That ought to do it. I just like to share it in some friends servers and whatnot, so people can find it or see when I'm live. Alright, that seems to be up. Awesome. Now, before we dive into the meat and potatoes of today, there is something I want to show off here. Let me share. I think I can do that here. Might as well put the thing on the thing. Screen and then a select. VLC. There we go. Okay. So. Hope this one works. If I start playing this, does it show something? Nope, it does not. It is completely black. That is swell. That is awesome, actually. That's what I want. Let me try game capture. VLC, hello. There we go. There it is. Okay, so here's what I've been working on like all day. Oh, I also look said getting over a cold, otherwise not bad. Hey, I'm glad it's getting better at least. That's nice to hear. So what I've been working on all day, and a little bit of yesterday as well, is a new VR chat avatar. Because I like to make these every now and then. Because I love to play VR chat with my friends. And, well, here's one that I've made. It's a new Banuki. I used to have one as well, but it was very outdated. The rig was kind of broken. Everything was just kind of broken. It was like one of my first attempts at making a VR chat avatar. So here's some footage of that I actually took in VR today. Let me just start this from the beginning. There we go. It is a little bit of it is some shaky footage because, well, I was moving my head around a lot with the VR headset, of course. And I also accidentally grabbed the mirror a couple of times, but you'll see the avatar in action, and you'll see, yeah, the funny physics that I added to it. So have a look. There you go. There's no noise or anything. It's just literally just me dicking around with my Quest 2 headset on. And it has like lip sync as well, so when I talk in VR chat, like the mouth actually moves and stuff. Hand movements work as well. Jiggle physics on the ears and tail, and also like little ball thingies that are on the shoes. And it's so cute, and I really love it. It makes me very happy to like walk around as Banuki in all these fun worlds. Yep, that's me grabbing the mirror by accident. Oopsie daisy. That's me making sure it stays in one place. Yeah. I'm really quite proud of it. I think the proportions are pretty much the same as the original because I really liked how the original like came out in terms of like how it looked overall. But now it has actually like mouth movement. It has like all these other things, like the physics of the tail. And yeah, what do you think? I'm pretty proud of it. I like it a lot. Hold on. VLC, don't crash, please. There we go. Yeah, I like it. I think it turned out really good. I think the hands look a little broken sometimes, like the fingers. I think it looks okay. I don't know. It's also just kind of how the Quest handles like finger tracking and whatnot, like depending on where you have your hand on the controller and all that. So yeah, that's something. It's a Banuki. Banuki can talk. Yes, exactly. And I wonder if I could like record some funny little videos, just me like walking around as the avatar or something. I could give that a try sometime. Do something with that, you know. I think that could be fun. Anywho, let me close this one and get to gaming. Also, if anybody has like a preference for an avatar that I want that I'm gonna use today, feel free to let me know. I have this cool gaming one. I have the Rosalina one. I have the flipping Thomas the Tank Engine one. What else? Oh, the other ones are a little outdated now. I guess I still have this cozy Banuki one. Also, the original Banuki should be around there somewhere. Where do I have that? There we go. That is nice. Might be appropriate to use the Banuki one, or this is new neutral one. I like this one as well. I think it's very cozy. It's just like a fallback one that's really neutral. Just a standard outfit for me. But I like that one. Free her from the vaporwave world. Vaporwave void. Vaporwave void. That's actually kind of a cool name for like a video game or a band or something. We are Vaporwave Void, and we're gonna knock your dick off. Yeah. And it's just like a very mild ukulele with rap overlaid or something. I don't know. Go Rosalina. Oh, sure. I like this one a lot. Let's go Rosalina today. Alright, now, let me just set some stuff up, because that's what I get for working with Microsoft. Everything going to shit at the last seconds. Let me get the stream text. Making a new enemy for my game. There we go. Alright, so what we are gonna be doing today, oh my god, it also, of course it closed that window too, of course, it only makes sense, it would only be normal for that to happen. Let me get some stuff up, because I have been sketching little ideas of characters. If you've ever seen like the concept art of the original Sonic game, where it's like the little stick figure Sonic, then yeah, that's pretty much how I do like enemy designs and stuff as well for my game, because I want like very simple, recognizable little elements and characters and all that stuff. So I just doodle. I just make little sketches on paper. And if I'm able to share this screen, there we go. All right, cool. Here's Inkscape, a program I've used before. You might have seen it on previous streams. It's a vector art program where you can very easily just make like some concepts and just doodle things. So there's some new additions here that you may not have seen last time. Turret from last time. Actually, no, we're gonna be doing a completely different one. I didn't actually get to do the turret from last time. I haven't like implemented any of the other like enemies that I have been drawing before, except for a couple. But you'll see when we switch over to Game Maker eventually. There's just a couple of things here. So hey, Future 34 and Past. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. Glad you could make it. Let's see. These are the. I think this was from last time, right? Like the turret that rotates around and shoots stuff. Like some different projectiles. I ended up doing like this crab, this purple crab. I modified it slightly. I wanted to give it like a different color from the ships, so that it's, I don't know, just different, so it stands out. And the ship is going to be overhauled. This is the current sprite in the game. This is the new base for it. So I'm going to be like drawing over this in a different art program. So it's all hand drawn, but like these are the proportions now. Cockpit is quite a bit bigger. Yeah, that's just some other stuff. Here's a little victory sprite. I don't think you've seen this one yet, what this is for. It's a little like victory sequence. Each time you beat a level, basically, there's going to be like a little sequence where, I don't know, the ship gives you a thumbs up and you see like the score and all that stuff. Also, here's a spanking enemy. That's what it's known as internally. That's not the official name. Maybe it will be. Who knows? This is like a motorcycle that hangs behind you and then slaps your ass and like it knocks your ship out of the way into other stuff. I still have to implement that. Also, here's like a simple like I don't know, cannon fodder enemy. It's just one of these like police robots that's going to be like falling down, and you have to shoot them. That's it. Like they're really easy to kill, really easy to avoid, but there's going to be like a couple of them like in a row. So they're just like to shoot. They're like in terminology of a shoot 'em up. It's like a popcorn enemy. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I just learned the phrase the other day. It's like a very simple enemy that you can just throw in there as filler. But it's fun and satisfying to destroy. That's the goal with that. There's the dandelion thing. That's going to be like the bubble that gets you back into play after you die. Here's an idea I had for a boss that's like slime that's moving between the top and lower half of the screen. And you can only attack it when it's like up there. What else? I'm making some modifications to the honey that you can collect. It's gonna have like a little orbit of smaller honey bits around it. It's gonna leave a splash behind. That's all implemented, by the way. You'll see that. I will actually show that. And this is what I want to make today. This is the enemy I want to do. Because, you know, you have a ship that punches things. So I want to have an enemy that punches you back somehow. And it's kind of like Punch-Out. Like a very short little Punch-Out minigame when one of these enemies comes into play. And I'm just gonna start drawing. I'm just gonna make one. I will, of course, like use the other ship sprite as a guideline because I want to have some consistency between these. Also, I want it to not be too similar to this one either. Maybe I'll redesign this one later. This is the enemy that shoots like a big glass hand that blocks your path. Big Slappy. That's also a very good name. Terminal montage level smack. Alright, let's see. Let's just dive right in. Let's do some stuff. I'm gonna be using this sketch as a base. It's a very simple little sketch that I did on paper. And yeah. Let's see. Okay, so first the cheeks, big and round. General shape of the ship. Maybe I should make it like a little more unique. Like compared to this one. Like this one's nice, I like it, but I need this other one to stand out, you know. I can't have them all look the same. They need to have the very distinct kind of shapes. So if I make this one wider, I think it will be easier for the player to like recognize at first glance what kind of enemy this is and what they need to do to destroy it. Maybe a more complex design, kind of like this. There we go. I'm just gonna mirror this shape later, but I'm just gonna trying to feel out what I want to do with this. And obviously this is not the final sprite anyway. This is just going to be a temporary sprite that I make here in Inkscape because it's very easy for me to make and I can just tweak the proportions, and then later I'm going to be drawing over this basically with my brushes to make like a hand-drawn kind of thing. You know what? Let me get some music up. Let me get some music going. That'll be a lot more fun. Apologies, might be a little loud when I... Hold on. I can just mute that. Hold on. I'm smart. I have a brain. Yep, that is loud. Okay, you can't hear it, but I'm listening to very loud Paper Mario music right now. Let me get the volume of that a little more appropriate. Okay, sounds good. Let me get back to the beginning, because the opening is nice. Yeah, Paper Mario Color Splash! I love that game. It's I really enjoyed playing it, to be honest. It was one of those Wii U games that wasn't like, you know, super great, but for what it was, I really enjoyed it, mostly because of the writing. I think it's like one of the funniest flipping Nintendo games ever. So the horns should give it like an edge. Am I gonna make these like... I don't know yet about these colors, I'm just kind of messing around here. Let me know if the music is too loud. I think it might be still a little loud. Let me turn that down. Is this better? Color Splash. Hell yeah, Color Splash! Where are my Color Splash fans at? Yeah, if the music needs to be like toned down or switched up a little bit, let me know. I think I should keep it around 50% like this. I still want to be audible, that's the thing. I love listening to jams as much as the next guy, but yeah. Shame the gameplay wasn't great. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. I will definitely agree with you on that one. It was just, yeah. Just the card gimmick and all that, it just didn't work. It's just a hassle. It doesn't make battles more fun, just obnoxious. Man, such a shame. I feel like Color Splash had a lot of potential to be like really good. Because I love the story, it's so silly and fun, and like the dialogue is fantastic. I love the jokes. Like I still have a bunch of them memorized, like the flipping the expert on bridge experts, like that stuff. I love those. You kinda wish you owned Color Splash because you were and always will be a Wii U defender. That's awesome. Hell yeah, same. There were a bunch of Wii U games that I adore. The console itself, you know, it has issues, obviously. Long load times being one of them. They made them faster, but still, just booting up any game is such a hassle sometimes. Maybe their nose is too much. Should I make that smaller? Should definitely make the nose smaller. Hold on. There we go. I don't know why I'm making like the quote-unquote nose of the ship a little bit heart-shaped. I think it's cute. Yeah, you can probably get like a very cheap used copy of Color Splash these days. You know, not a whole lot of people played it anyways, so... Yeah. Wii U did have style. Absolutely. It's like an evolution of the Wii in every way. I will definitely agree with you on that one. It has loads of style. I think we have a half of the ship. Let me just select all of this and duplicate and then flip and then boom, there we go. Now we merge that stuff. I don't know about these. Whoop. Ah, this music is delightful. Oh, of course, the music! I hadn't even talked about that yet. Flipping Paper Mario Color Splash's soundtrack is absolutely fantastic, which is why I have it saved and ready to go for streams and whatnot. I don't know if I'll get a copyright claim. Doesn't matter. I love it. It's such a flipping good soundtrack. If the stream suddenly goes mute and or you hear like screams of me being attacked by Reggie Fils-Aimé coming back from the dead, then yeah, then you'll know. Yeah, I think this is distinct enough from the other ship. So I guess this is the cockpit. I'm kind of trying to see like what exactly is this ship, you know? Because I like the shapes of it, but I don't really have a very clear idea of like where do the people in this ship sit, like or where like how did they pilot this thing, you know? So kind of trying to think about that. Strikes the channel. That's all the time I have for today. I need to get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS. Oh yeah. Actually, let me hear some people. What's your favorite Paper Mario game? Because the only one I really enjoyed has to be Color Splash, which is very strange. I tried flipping the other one. What's it called? The one on Switch. Oh gosh, what's it called? The flipping paper crafty one. That one. The one that people like. Man. Oh, what's it called? Gosh, I have no idea. I didn't like it at all, unfortunately. I thought it was so obnoxious. It was just the gameplay of it, and like the mini games and the everything, and the hand holding and the characters. It just kind of really fell apart for me, unfortunately. That's a shame because it has some vibes of Color Splash that I like, but overall it's just not as funny. It's not as like the gameplay is still annoying, even though it is more traditionally RPG. I just could not get into that one. It's such a shame because I really wanted to like it. Origami King, that's the one. Thank you, I appreciate it. Gosh, I completely forgot the name. Ooh, excuse me. Super Paper Mario. Oh yeah, I played it briefly. Didn't get very far, but I liked the overall vibes of it. I thought it was pretty cool. I guess these like two big cheek thingies are just like big bumpers that kind of block your bullets or something. Kind of like how this looks. Maybe a more striking cockpit could be cool. That looks kind of awesome, actually. I do quite like this. Yeah, Thousand Year Door. Thousand Year Door, right. I could not get into it. I wish I could, but it's like one of those, like... It's kind of standard RPG, to me, at least. To me. Don't shoot me. Don't kill me, please. But it has like so many classic RPG elements. It has like the whole battle system and everything. Like it has a lot of Mario stuff, and I love that. But overall, it really plays like a lot of other RPGs to me, as not an expert in RPGs. But I have played the Mario and Luigi games, and I love those. Like I love the combat in that, and the pacing, the dialogue, the worlds, all of that stuff. But Thousand Year Door, I could just not get into it. I don't know why. Something about it is just, man. And like, it's a shame. I want to like more games. I really do. When I say I dislike a game, that's not me like. I mean, it's gonna be trash talking it, I suppose, if you want to interpret it that way. But it's also like, it's a shame because you enjoy a thing and I don't, and I think it's a bummer. Because I want to like the things that other people like too. Oh well, matter of taste, I guess. You've heard worse things to call a game, you're fine. I know. I'm purposefully like trying to be not too dickish about it. Like I could say all kinds of things like, this game's garbage. And obviously I will be joking because it's a game that's beloved by billions of people across the globe. But I could exaggerate, but I don't really want to because I know that a lot of people really like Paper Mario and like to feel very strongly about that. So, I don't know. I don't get much joy from like talking smack about a video game anyway. Unless it's with friends, and it hurts my friends on a deep emotional level. Then I love trash talking what they love. This is the museum theme, I think. I like the museum. It was a very cozy little place in Color Splash. But then you realize, like, oh, you have to bring every, like, single card to it. Like, that's the goal. Like, you just have to collect these damn cards and take them to the museum instead of using them in battle, which they are for. So, like, weird. I guess something like this. I guess it'll be like a closed fist. This is what it's gonna use to attack. I haven't even talked about this thing yet, what it's gonna do. Basically, what I want to do with this is, first of all, it's gonna do like, have his fists in front, like this. So it's invulnerable, basically, you can't do anything to it. And then every now and then, what it's gonna do is it's gonna like raise its fist, and then try to flipping attack you with it. Let me show you kind of what I have in mind. Kind of like that. And then it does like a punch. And it punches the ship. But right before it does that, like after that there will be an opening where you can like attack it and stuff. But also right before it's gonna like taunt you, like a Punch-Out boss. And if you attack it while it's taunting, you do like massive damage. That's what I want to do. So there's a couple of different states that I'm describing right now. That's I'm gonna have to program all of that, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how that's gonna work. Why was my cursor like vibrating there? That was weird. I think it's just this old computer mouse that's kind of being rickety. But this is its neutral state, I would say. And I think the ship is pretty much done. Hold on, I do want to like copy one of these sirens, like to make sure that it's identifiable as a police ship. That's a good place for it, I think. Yeah, there we go. Now, there we go. Alright. I think we can work with this. Madame Flurry is a supremely underrated partner. Yeah, a lot of people like that character. She looks cute, too. Let's see. Oh, Paper Mario 64. I forgot all about that one. You're so right. Wow, what the hell? It was like a truck outside. I don't know if you guys could hear that. There was like a truck like right outside my window making a pop noise. Super stream featuring very special guest, Truck! We need Mario and Luigi likes in this world. Yeah, or just more Mario and Luigi. I don't know, I didn't get the Switch one. It didn't look that interesting to me, to be honest. Like, it looked okay, but what I like in Mario and Luigi is like the fun 2D art style and the music and the like the story and the worlds and all those wacky things that they don't get to do in the mainline Mario games. But over time, they just made the Mario and Luigi games more like the mainline ones, which is such a shame. And the new one, it looked fine. It looked okay. It's just, I don't know, nothing really grabbed me from it, unfortunately. So I heard it was very long and kind of tedious, and that's a major turn off for me, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Bug Fables. I heard about that. People like that one, huh? Oh, you love Brothership. Cool. That's nice to hear. My nose is a little stuffy. Bowser's Inside Story. Yeah, I remember that one. I wish I finished it. I got so close to the end, but then I just lost interest, unfortunately. These games go on just like a little bit too long, in my opinion. Alright, let's see. I think we got this ship pretty much ready. Why isn't this grouped? There we go. Okay. How big is the ship gonna be? I guess pretty large. Let's see, compared to the player ship. Now, it's not a boss, it's more of a mini-boss, so I do want it to be quite big. But not huge. Otherwise it's too easy to hit, you know? Okay, so. We can delete these. Don't need them anymore. Maybe I should make the cockpit kind of shiny. I'll just add like a shine to it. Which is mega easy to do in Inkscape, so... That's why I love working in this program. You can just make anything and tweak it to your heart's content. Also, the original, the official, like, Inkscape account on Blue Sky, which is a thing that exists, apparently. Like, saw one of my posts, so that made me happy. Because I like this program a lot. And it's, like, all open source and everything, so, hey, it's pretty flippin' sweet. Okay, so, copying this. Let me group that as well. Just make it a little bit easier. Now, what's the taunt going to be? What kind of funny pose can this thing do with its arms? Maybe like a dab or something. Or like a flex. I think a flex would be funnier. Kind of like this, and it has some stars around it. We don't need to animate it yet. It just needs to be something I can use. Just want to put it in a game first. Maybe it'll have like a sparkle effect. I can do that easily in Game Maker. Like I have kind of like particles and whatnot that rotate around and do all kinds of wacky shenanigans. He's kind of flexing with no biceps. I think that's funny. Okay, he does that. Dabbing in 2026 SMH. Do the arms need to stay attached to it? Yeah, like right now I'm just doing it as one like sprite. I could make the arms separate objects that move around and stuff, but that would be kind of difficult, so I don't know if I want to be completely honest with you. I could do it at some point, but eh. Okay, then what it's gonna do is gonna charge up its punch. Yeah, you can't stop him while he's doing that. Let's just do something like this, and then he like a charging effect. I just want to have something that I can put in the game, some temporary assets. So that's what this is all about. I do want it to look nice, so I can get a better impression of if it's fun or not. You know, so that's why I'm adding like a little bit of effects, not too much. I don't want to waste too much time on this. Whoa, that's too much. Okay, this is the ship charging, and then there's gonna be another one of him punching. And like the fist is gonna be extra big to show like the impact. And I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do like some kind of effect. Some kind of like this thing to show like the range of the punch. And like that. It's just gonna be like a separate object that indicates like, oh, that thing hurts you, I guess. Actually, I want this thing to stretch really far. So it has like a lot of range. If you get too close, you're gonna get hurt. I want it to be like really big, actually. That would be really fun. Yeah, let's just fucking go all out. Now that's a menace. That's a creature that's gonna get ya. Hell yeah, I kind of like this. Like that actually makes sense because, you know, like you need to be you need to have like an incentive to dodge and get the hell out of the way, because the playing field is pretty big. So I feel like it will make sense if this enemy had just a lot of range. Yeah, I think this could work. Let's just do something like this. And hey, if it doesn't work, we can always tweak it, so whatever. Then he goes back to his neutral state. Alright. Cool. Is there anything else we need? Let me check before I close this program and switch to another one. I think this is pretty much it. What do you guys think? I guess this of this enemy design, like the general attack pattern. I feel like this could... Oh, of course, a hurt sprite. Like when it gets hit. Maybe one where the arms are closed in guarding. Yeah, I figured this is like the guarding one. This is like the neutral pose, basically. Like, it's always guarding. That's the thing. Like, you can never hit it unless it's doing its silly thing. Like the little pose that he strikes. If you try to shoot it when it's not vulnerable. Yeah. Like, the bullets are always going to bounce off when he's, like, in this state. Like, this is the neutral state. He just has these big fists in front of him, so bullets can't really hurt him. Punching can't really hurt him. Nothing's going to happen, basically. But except, like, when he has his fists up, you can hit him. And also, like, right after he's done punching, so that needs to be one as well. And then the fist is going to be gone. Like, here he's, like, inactive, and you have, like, a short window to hit him. Like, you can see that he's wide open. Now we need to have one where he's actually, like, being hit. These are pretty big sprites, they're gonna take up a lot of space, but oh well. Maybe like some cracks in the visor. Oh, I love this tune. Let me move these down. There we go. A hit sprite for him. He's gonna like temporarily switch to that, to like a state of being hit. Hurt sprite and a death sprite. Death sprite is gonna be like an explosion with a bunch of bits flying everywhere, so that should be fine. I still want to make like an effect for when you beat enemies. I have a temporary one, but it's gonna need replacing at some point, you know. But yeah, that'll be good. It's not gonna like... You don't see it like fly away or anything. It's just gonna explode into a billion pieces, because it's more satisfying that way. I feel, at least. Maybe like some pilots fly out or something. I don't know. I haven't considered that yet. We'll see. Like the mouth changing shape. Yeah, exactly. I like giving them expressions and all that. Just like a mischievous little boxer. Gives them some personality. Alright, I think we are pretty much good to go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop sharing my screen because I need to open some folders and stuff so I can actually save the image. Let me do that right now. There we go. Alright, now comes the boring part, me saving the images. You don't need to see all that, so yeah, I'm just gonna put them on my desktop. Let's call this one B, neutral. I think I'm just gonna call him B, like the letter B, because he's a boxer. B, pose. And then there's B charge. Then there is B punch. Then there is B open. And then there is B hit. We got him. Alright. Excellent. Woo, image saving, woo! The crowd goes ballistic. Ah, yes. I should do a stream where all I do is saving images, just JPEGs from the internet. NFTs, yes, the NFT stealing stream. That would be kind of epic, actually. Let me get some water. Alrighty. Oh, the battle music, my beloved. Okay, let's see. Let me open the file. Let me just play a little bit. Let me show you what I've been working on. Got quite a bit of quality of life improvements and whatnot. I'll just keep the music playing, it's whatever. The game's volume is pretty low right now. Alright, let me see if I still have the game capture set up. There we go! Alright, so, you're about to see what I've been working on. Let me just play through the first, like, test stage. Go. There's still this. There's the first cutscene. That's still not gonna be something you can see. There's 2 ships here, because I fucked up. But also, note the smooth turning animation when you go left and right. Look at that, look at that. That took a lot of work to figure out. I like how it goes back to its neutral position after you let go of the button. I really like that one. Don't ask me why there's 2 ships. I don't know. Punching still works. I mean, it doesn't work in this room because I fucked something up, but it doesn't matter. This is still like a little test tutorial room. I'm gonna make like a better, I guess, tutorial stage. I don't know. I kind of want to teach the player how to play through the first level, but anyway, let me just get into it. This is the first level. Look at that! New type of enemies! It's the... Whoops. Oh, the sound is pretty loud, actually. Whoops. New honey effect. And it goes into the HUD on the bottom right. Look at all this stuff, baby. I love the splorch. Really fun. Yeah, look, I just want to highlight it again. Look at the flight patterns on these things. Look at them flying around. That took ages to figure out, and I'm really proud of it, actually. They can be static, they can be, like, relative to the screen, they can be, like, not relative to the screen doing shit. And, I hope you can still hear me with all this flipping noise going on. Also, the florp sound, that's just me making some noise with my mouth. Also, the sound effect goes up in pitch the more honey you collect in a row. Really like that. There we go. You still punch the trucks and stuff, there's nothing new there. I want to show you the end though of this little stage, so I'm just gonna go to the end. Gonna fly there, and you'll see. So you might have noticed some differences in like difficulty balance. Like some of the ships, like they take a lot of hits, and the smaller enemies they take like very few hits. So it's efficient to mow down large rows of enemies. Like if the enemies are big, you want to use punches on them. If they are small, you want to use your bullets on them. So in this game, you kind of don't really need to use your ammo a lot of like your regular, like you know, your like basic shots. Like this isn't the type of shoot 'em up where you just shoot a lot. Oh, okay, here's the end screen. There, I made this. And then after a while, you snap to the center, you give a little thumbs up, and then you're switching over to the next stage. Oops, okay, and I have a thing already there, so that doesn't work. Whatever. That's what I made. That's what I have so far. So there's quite a lot going on. And it works. It all works. It doesn't completely fall apart. I'm very happy about that. Awesome, thank you, I appreciate it. Now what we're gonna do is make a new enemy. Let's see if we can actually get it done today. I don't know. It's gonna take quite a bit of effort. So let's just see what we got. Enemy folder. We just add a new folder for S underscore boxer. Hold on, so it's the folder name. Why am I don't need to include S. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me rename that. You gotta stay organized with this stuff, because otherwise you're gonna... It's not Oxer, oh my god. We're gonna be here all day renaming folders, by the way. Hope you're cool with that. That's just my plan for the day. That's just my stream idea. It's revolutionary. Soon everybody will be doing this. All the Twitch streamers, all the YouTube streamers are gonna be just renaming folders and saving JPEGs. S boxer neutral. Let's go. There he is. Let me set the center point to his chin so I can, nor to his nose. To his nose. I think it would be better if it was rotating around the center of his nose. That's just gonna look better for animations later. Whoa, folder renaming, yeah! If you don't, you can say you tried valiantly. Yeah, true. That reminds me, wasn't there a movie called Valiant? Like about some bird or something? It was like surprisingly dark. Why did I just get a brain blast from some kind of like old movie? The crowd goes super critical. The crowd goes super massive and it implodes into a new sun. Okay, pose one. Let's get that in. Yeah, like the origin of the sprite needs to be in the center of the nose at all times, because that's the thing it's gonna be rotating around. Like all the sprites need to be aligned properly. That's the thing. That's why I'm doing this. Origin needs to be at a set point. S underscore charge. Oh, boxer underscore charge. There we go. Let me just make this window a little bit bigger to make my life easier. There we go. That's him charging. I heard the movie was dark, but I don't know, actually. Hold on a second, I'm not sharing my screen. What are you OBS. 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 I forgot there were kazoos in this. Oh my god. Jump scare. Rayman Origins jump scare. There we go. Now you can see what I'm seeing. My goodness. Awesome. I love this digital nightmare we call future, where programs don't just do what you want them to do. It's a blessing. Ugh. Yeah, let me make a new one. Create sprites. Punch. Do we have punch yet? I don't think we have punch yet. Let me, here we go. Okay, now, this is what I was talking about with the origin. All these sprites are gonna be like, you know, different sizes. So I need to make sure that the origin point is always like at some fixed bit on the ship. Otherwise it's gonna be very strange. Alright. Boxer open. That's gonna be this one. Now we're gonna have to remember these names because we will be using these. These will be on the test. Let's see. NS boxer hits. I think that's pretty much all we need. That's not even close to where I wanted to. What the hell is that? Why did it switch over to a different tab? Did I just drag my mouse in the wrong direction? Weird. Anywho, there it is. Oh, the teeth is the teeth line is slightly in front of the nose. Hope you'll excuse that. It's a test sprite anyway, so it doesn't matter that much, but still. All right. The Origin, because who's playing? No, not that Origin. What if X-Men Origins Wolverine just had music from Rayman Origins? That would make that movie even better. I know it's already fantastic, but you know. God, that movie was so silly. I remember him like jumping out of a helicopter or something, and like the camera swinging around furiously. That was the silliest movie of all time. They try to make Wolverine such a badass, and then they just don't. Obstacles, enemies, new enemy, object underscore, boxer? Yeah, sure, that works. Let me give him a sprite so I can actually identify him when I put him in a room. There we go. Where is it? In the boxer folder. Boxer neutral. There we go. Alright, so what this thing is gonna do is a couple of things. Like, I wanted to like enter the room in style, you know? He's gonna do something fun. I want to make him follow a path. There's, you know, let me talk about paths for a little bit. Like, how the fuck does that work in Game Maker? Okay, so. You're seeing this, right? This little loop-de-loop, this Sonic Line Rider-ass loop-de-loop thing. This is a path that an object can follow. Now, you have this little, like, falling character over here. Whoops, excuse me. You have this little falling enemy character over here, and that one is going to basically follow this path all the way down and then disappear off screen. And when it disappears, you can't shoot it anymore. That's the fun thing. You can make enemies go into all kinds of places and ways and just bounce around and do whatever you want, basically, as long as it's on a path. The thing is, paths are either relative or absolute. And that's just like annoying lingo to say that, hey, they move. Like either you say that they are like the coordinates of this spot are let's see, 757 by 104,768. Like if we say that, oh, the character needs to move exactly from this coordinate to that coordinate on the right, then it's an absolute path. However, if we place an object like all the way down here and we say it needs to move from here to there, then it's a relative path. So it's moving relative to where you place the object. Oh, hey, Nocturnal Donuts, hello! I'm just in the middle of explaining some Game Maker stuff. Paths, like little paths that objects can follow. And the thing is, when I have a spaceship that starts somewhere over here near the camera objects, this little thing over here, it's gonna spawn a spaceship, and that's the player character, and it's gonna be flying upwards. Now, the thing is, I cannot make paths relative to the camera. So I can make this enemy over here follow the path like this little loop-de-loop and go all the way down and disappear off screen. However, I can't make that so that it keeps up with the camera while it's also following that path. The camera is moving up with a certain speed. I cannot make an object like go up with a certain speed and also follow this path. So, and that's kind of a problem because I want to have this path like drawn exactly like this on screen. So I can manipulate it very easily and all that, relative to the camera. But the camera is like scrolling upwards, so it's just gonna be going off screen like way faster than intentional. So what I did, and here's something I'm really proud of, if you're still with me, what this does, this object is going to spawn a different object, a dummy object, like somewhere off screen that you cannot see. And that object is going to be following a path, and then this object is going to be following the coordinates of like the movement basically of that other object plus the speed of the camera. So we cannot manipulate an object that's following a path to do anything different. However, we can make it follow another object that's following a path and then manipulate that speed, like at how it's moving around. That's something I figured out, and I'm really proud of that. And that's how you see like the result of that. Like when I was flying around first, that's how you see like these enemies. Basically, like they're following an object that's following a path, and then that speed is like increased by the camera speed, so it will always be relative to the camera. That's what's happening. A little bit technical, but I was really happy that I figured that out. In case anybody's ever working on a game and they want to do the same thing, feel free to use that. I'm happy with how that works. So we're going to be using that same method for this one. That's basically the intention of this. Yeah, it's a big brain moment. It gave me so many headaches, dude. I spent hours on that. Oh goodness. Anyway, what we're gonna do. First, we need to parent this to something. That's the thing. I'm going to parent this to an object that's called activatable. I think it's that one. There's also an object called killable, and that one's good too. I think I need to like make some changes to the parent objects actually. This one is parent activatable. I need to make like a parent object that just stands for like, hey, can this hurt the player or not? Let me just do that right now. Object pain, object hurt player. I think it's less funny, but it works. And it's gonna be parented to activatable. Activatable, what this does is basically that all instances that are outside the view are going to be inactive. Which means that the frame rate isn't going to fry, like, it's not going to die, it's not going to fry my PC. Like, you need to do something about all the objects that are in the room. Like, you can't just have them all be active at once. Otherwise, your computer would explode if you have too many things going on. So I need to, like, set something up that any object that is parented to object activatable is going to be inactive at first. That's the deal, basically. So I do that. And then if I parent object killable to object active, the object hurt player. There we go. I think nothing changes. I think it should be good. I think it should be good. Just to test, I need to run the game again, just to see if it doesn't explode. So we get to see more of the game. Hooray! It's a win-win for everyone. There we go. So that still works. Enemies can still die and all that. Okay. These still work. Wow. Look at those beautiful paths. Look at those beautiful paths. These still hurt the player. That's good. Boop. Okay, I think everything still works. Wow, my own clone! Hehe. I will not finish the rest of that quote. Okay, let's see. I think if I just parent the trucks to... like, this has been bothering me for a while. I have to set the trucks to a different parent than the other enemies. But I can just parent this to... I'm just streamlining some stuff. I'll get back to the enemy thing later. But I just gotta make sure that this is set up nice. Third player, there we go. This is parented to truck, so that's good. That's parented to truck as well. Alright. Okay, now for the player, when it encounters a truck, what's gonna happen exactly? If can lose health is true and punch releasing is false. HP minus is 1, can lose health is false. Okay, I think this should still work, but let me check that just in case. I'm kind of messing with some fundamental stuff here that I should have taken care of like way before. Okay, let's see if the trucks still work. Okay, I can punch the truck, it explodes. Can truck still hurt me? Yes, it can. Yep, I can still die as well. Spawning still works. I'm just testing some stuff out here. I made the speed a little higher of your bubble, like how fast you can move. Okay, cool. That all seems to be functional. 1 second, who's DMing me? Oh no, my friends are watching a movie. Never mind, not important. I mean, important, obviously. I want them to have a good time. Toxic streamer Mark Ramble Prism hates friends. Alright, let's see. Also, if anybody wants to see a different funny avatar in the bottom left, let me know. I have a bunch of them. I like this Rosalina one, but we can also go gamer mode. We can go back to the flipping tank engine one. We can... I have a Christmas outfit, whatever you want to see. I like switching it up every now and then because it's fun. Okay, I think this should be good. The truck has some stuff for like... I think to destroy the truck, I think that is set in the punch effects, isn't it? Strong punch effect. Yeah, okay, that's over here. That like this determines whether it can destroy enemies or not. Very well. Okay. Let me just move her to player like outside of the thing. There we go. Okay. Cool. Let me delete some stuff from my... I just put the sprites from the enemy on my desktop. Let me remove that, otherwise it's gonna take up so much space. We were doing the boxer enemy, right. So what's going to happen here? If I delete the create event, what happens? Ah, right. It needs to have that. It needs to have this little sentence over here that activated is false when it starts. And then activated is going to be true when it gets activated, really. So the stuff that needs to happen once when it gets activated is something that we write down over here. Okay, override events. Oh no, hold on, we need to inherit the stuff first. 1 second, let me set this up correctly. Cool, we just need to duplicate that. What I want to do is that when this thing spawns, I want to have it follow a path. What could be fun to do? I think I have an idea. Let me delete this path layer real quick. Let me make a new one. I want to have it like swoosh in from the left and then from the right and then land in the center. Okay, let me just make a path layer and see what I can do with this. Let's say it starts over here. Make a new path. We call this one path fly in. What are the path names we're using? Oh, okay. Path swoop in. Swoop in. There we go. So what's that going to look like, huh? Let's just make it start here on the right. Left, sorry. I'm thinking too hard. Okay, so it's gonna do this. It goes over here, I guess. Kind of feeling this out. No, I want like the switch to happen like all the way over there. go. Like, I want it to be fully off screen. It gets funnier. You'll see what I'm cooking up with this one in a sec. Let me just grab the node. There we go. Okay, so take this over here, and then we take this over there. These are connected, right? Yeah, okay. Got me worried there for a second. Okay, there we go. I want it to be a smooth path. Can we do that here? Smooth curve. There we go. There we go. Why is this one so weird? Oh, it's secretly 2 points in one. Awesome. There we go. Move these further to the right. Sounds like WarioWare music. Awesome. Yeah. I think we'll do something like this. Let's go with this for now. So, when the object spawns, I need it to be at an X position of, like, where is this exactly? This is at 416. I would like to start at 416. No, actually, let me start it off screen. Just bring it all the way over here. It's 224. Okay. First action. First order of business. Why is this over? Why is the path over here? It should be flipping in the paths. Let me put that with the paths. Why is it all the way down here? Okay. Okay. Path swoop in. Gotta remember that. So, first thing that happens. X is 224. Right? Let me check that actually. Was it 224? Pretty sure it was. Start position is 224. Yep. We're good. Okay. Cool. We need to make some kind of variable for, like, hey, can this thing get hit or not? Let's see. I guess we just call it can get hit. Override this. Can get hit is false. Because, you know, when he's doing a swooping motion, like, down to the position where I want to get him, like, this is just his intro. This is just him flying in. I don't want him to be able to get hit yet. That's important. Ooh, this track is pleasant. I like the clock noise. I love the main theme of Color Splash and how, like, often they use it in the soundtrack. It's really pleasant. Such a cozy game. I kind of want to go back to it, but also, I don't want to play Color Splash again. You know? It's like one of those games that is just great to go back to, but when I play it for more than 5 minutes, I'm like, I don't like playing this again. Like, I've already done this, you know? Maybe watch a walkthrough to remember the funnies. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Though I don't really want to sit down and watch a walkthrough of a game, I guess. I can just, like, watch some bits of it, but it doesn't have voice acting, so I can't put it on in the background while I work on other stuff, so it's a bit of a dilemma. Whatever. Let's see. Okay, it's gonna jump to that point. It's gonna start a path. Okay, what was the starting path function again? Let me just get an older enemy, the cannon fodder enemy. When does it start the path? Path start. Okay, I see. There's a path and a path speed as like a variable. Alright, and I set it up in the when it gets created. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, now it always needs to follow the same path. Path underscore swoop in. There we go. Swoop in. Path speed is gonna be... Hey, Marlies Blob, hello. How are you? Just working on some gaming. I'm trying to figure out this enemy ship, this little boxing guy, is gonna be swooping in, following a certain path, and I wanna... You know what? It's gonna go at the speed of path speed. That's a variable that's gonna change. And then path speed is gonna be like change with every step. Doing good. How about you? Yay, I'm doing well as well. I'm doing all right. I worked on my new VR chat avatar all day. It looks really good. If you want to check it out, is there a link in the description to my blue sky? There might be. If not, you can probably find it somewhere. But I made a little video about it, of like the thing in action, and I'm so proud of the avatar. It's so nice. It has jiggle physics on the big ears. It's it's really cute. Okay, I'm gonna do something fun here. Check this out. I'm gonna LURP. This is gonna be path speed. Value 2. And amount 0 points. Let's see. 0.01. Let me just try something. Okay, so basically what this thing is going to do is it's going to make the thing slow down to 0. That's what's going to happen. Like with every step, it's going to make this thing slow down. That's basically what is happening here. And I recently did the same thing for like the honey effect. So I'm just going to check the code for how I did that. It's good to recycle code. Good for the environment. Little honey bits, let's fly over there. Oh, I'm at the X, like LURP to that position. Okay. It's not entirely what I want. So this is the current X, this is the target X, and this is the speed at which it does that. Okay. Well, I'll just have to try it. I don't entirely know what this function is going to do, but we'll figure it out. Just checked it out, looks amazing. Art style is always great. Thank you, that's so very kind. I appreciate that very much. I've been having such a blast, like playing VR chat with friends and just hanging out and like different avatars and whatnot. And this one feels a lot like, you know, like it's a very personal one. It's my Sona, so yeah, I really like it. Also, you can like slap the ears and the tail around and they have like collision and stuff. Really fun. Okay, path. I don't want the path to continue actually. Hold on, I need the path to stop at the end. Path action stop. Okay. False. What does this do? Absolute? No, it needs to be relative. It needs to be relative to the camera. Right, it needs to be relative to the camera. Oh god, okay. Well, first let me just try if this works. Let me just go to the objects layer. Why do I have an enemies layer? I don't use that one. Oh well. Okay. Let me just put this enemy over here and see what happens when I boot up the game. I feel like that's the most important thing. You still need to figure out how to program enemies in the HUD for your Kirby fan game. Oh, cool. Best of luck. Yeah, HUDs are difficult. HUDs are difficult. Okay, let's see what happens. Hey, that worked! Did you see that? Okay, let me do it one more time. There he is. He swoops right in. Now the whole LURP thing doesn't work, obviously. I don't know what I was trying to do with this. Maybe I need to make this number bigger? Let me just make that 0.9. Let's see what happens. Fuck it. Yeah, that's what we just made. Cool, right? Okay. I want path speed to like slow down. That's the thing. I want path speed to be smaller. Like, I want him to slow down. I think it's fun how fast he swoops in, but I need him to, like, slow down at the very end. Forgot how great the dialogue noises are. Thank you. You hesitated on the grades. Did you mean that sincerely, or are you joshing? I don't know. I think they're temporary still, but we'll see. We'll see. It's the least of my concern right now. Let's see. Path speed. Let's see, I need to... Very sincerely, had to think for a great word to describe it. Oh, well, thank you, I appreciate that. It's fine if you were joking, but I do appreciate a compliment. Thank you. Let's see, path speed is... Okay, how do I... Okay, there was a certain thing I could do here to make like a number never go below 0. I'm just gonna do whatever. I'm not gonna try something else. If path speed... smaller than 0.1. Path speed is 0.1. So it's always going to be moving at least 0.1. Okay, this is just for the intro. Gosh. Maybe I don't even want him to slow down. I kind of like how this looked. Okay. That's not... or that's a big crash. Oh, no. Oh, wait, I know what I did wrong. Hold on. There we go. Coding is too easy. Okay, so it doesn't slow down. It just doesn't want to slow down for some reason. Maybe the path speed isn't like variable or anything. Once you've set it on a path, you can't change the speed anymore. Shoot! That would suck. Typos are public enemy number 1. True. If I decrease this number, I don't think... I guess you just cannot, like, alter the speed of a path once you've set it on there. Oh, crap. Okay, that's the wrong button. Oh, well, let me try it again. Yep, nope, that's definitely not doing it right. Okay. Okay, so forget about the slowing down. Doesn't matter. I will keep it a variable here though, because I like having some control over that. I need to do something when he's at the end of the path. Obviously, he's gonna like go into his attack routine. But before then, he needs to be moving relative to the camera. That's the problem. I'm gonna use the same thing that I used on these enemies. Check this shit out. Okay. I'm gonna create an object called Dummy Bitch. Here's what's gonna happen. So the path is gonna be swoop in. Path speed is gonna be the value path speed that we got. Mirror is gonna be false. And then I think this should work. We just got rid of this. Sophisticated emoji. Yes. Hi, how you doing? Let me see. Okay, so after that, I need the object to follow this thing. Let me also just copy this stuff. This will be useful later on. Boxer enemy. So we get the view coordinates, so we know like where we need to be, like relative to the view. Right now, we're always going to be updating the X and Y value compared to the instance we just created. And yeah, that looks right. That looks right. We need to make an HP value. Let's say 50, whatever. I don't know. Maybe 30 because we want to... Yeah, sure. Let's do like 3 punches and you win. You're watching in awe. You're not at this stage of coding yet. Oh, I get it. No worries. This took a lot of trial and error and internet Googling. So don't worry about it. If you want me to explain anything, I would be happy to. Like, no worries. I realize like how useful it can be to be able to ask questions about coding stuff. So if you see anything and you're wondering like, hey, what does that do? I have no problem with explaining stuff. So just let me know. Doing good, enjoying the weekend. Hey, same. I've been doing okay this week. Things have been slowing down just a tad. At work, sort of. They've been speeding up, but also slowing down. I've been getting some more help with things, so it's okay right now, which is good. Some help on hot stuff could help. Oh, sure. Depends on what you want to do exactly, but I have one little trick I can show. We can pause this for a second. Like the health, for example. This is how the health works. So basically, I have 4 different sprites, each for a different like arrangement of like how much health you have. So, and that is tied to the image index variable. So, what that means is that if I have the object that draws the HUD, where do I have it? The camera and stats object. If we go to the draw event, let me just see like what draws the health exactly. This one. So, let me zoom in a smidge. First of all, it's gonna align the HUD to the left. It's gonna draw a vertical align as well to the top. So it's gonna align it to the top left, basically. That's good. Then, if there is a player instance, we are going to be setting the health sub-image to the HP of the player. This variable is going to be set to the number of how many hit points the player has. So it's going to be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. If not, if there's no player instance, the sub-image is going to be set to 0. It's just going to show that you're dead, basically. Now, to draw the health thing, I'm going to draw that sprite that I was just showing you off. That's the sprite that I was just showing with like the 4 sub-images of like how much health you have. First, it's this sprite that we are selecting. Then we use that value that is gonna be the same as how much HP the player has, as like the sub-image one. Like you can see at the bottom here, like what exactly we need to fill in when we get to this formula for like what to draw. So the first value is like sprite, not the sprite, we have that's this. Second one is going to be the sub-image, which is like the frame of the sprite that we're drawing, which can be like an empty one or like a 1 flower, 2 flower, 3 flower, 4 flower. And that's going to be equal to the amount of health that the player has. So that's the trick basically that I'm using. Sub-image is going to be equal to that, which is going to be equal to the health of the player. And then it's going to be... yeah, so this is the view coordinates, plus 75. So it's going to be 75 pixels from the very left of the screen. And then 680 pixels of the Y coordinates of the screen. And there's a different formula I use to calculate, like, hey, what exactly are the coordinates of, like, the size of the screen? And it's this. That's just a piece of code that's like, okay, so if you want the view x variable, just a variable that I made up, vx, you get the x position of the camera of this particular camera that you're using inside the room. Okay, now, that was quite a bit of information. Let me know if any of that is, like, unclear. But yeah, this is just what I figured out through using tutorials and whatnot. This is for coordinates of the camera. And this was for like aligning the HUD. This is for setting a variable to the same amount as the health of the player. And this is for drawing the actual sprite, with the sub-image being the health of the player, like equal to that one. And the sprite that we used was, let me see, this one, which has 5 different frames. Yeah. This is the thing that does the thing. Yes. That's what it boils down to. Hello. It is difficult for me to explain this kind of stuff, but I hope it's useful. This will help a lot, thanks. Hey, no problem. No problem. A lot of tutorials actually cover like HUD stuff. Like most games have a like a health bar or something, you know. So this is one way to do it. And there's different ways to go about it. I don't feel like there's a wrong way to do any of this. So if you do it differently, don't feel bad, because maybe your way works just fine too, and it's just the end result that people are gonna see. Yeah, this is GameMaker. Any reason you chose the program you're choosing? Yes, because this is what I'm used to. I tried Unity, didn't like it. I tried Godot, didn't like it very much. Like a little better than Unity, but it's still too complex for me. I just like GameMaker because it's relatively simple to make things. The ideas that I have in my head to get them in here. Like, I like the GameMaker language. I feel like the coding language is very accessible. You don't have to do like a whole hassle to just make an object. You know, you can just create an object, write some code, put it in a room, and there it is. Instead of like when you're working with Unity, you have to like, oh my god, there's so much shit you gotta do just to make a single thing work. You can't just like assign a sprite to an object. No, you have to do like a billion different things. And it's like, why? I just don't have the patience for it, I guess. And I just feel like this is convenient and it works for the game that I want to make right now. So, yep. Kirby fan game. Yeah, Kirby fan games are awesome. Like, I'll be the first to admit, I'm not smart enough to figure out Unity and Godot. I could, if I put a lot of time into it, but I don't know if it's gonna be worth the trouble, because what I want to make is the game that I'm currently making, I think. I would love to make a 3D platformer, obviously. That's like a dream of mine, but to get there, I don't know if I want to go through the trouble. Like, you gotta choose your battles sometimes, you know? GameMaker good for monkey brain. Yeah. Maybe someday I'll quote-unquote upgrade to, you know, flipping Godot or Unity or something, but right now I'll just be content making a little game in this. I've always wanted to make a video game. I feel like a 3D one is just going to give me such a headache, and it's gonna take forever. I want to make a video game before I die. That will be awesome. I don't have access to like some kind of like, I don't know. I don't study making games. I wouldn't have the time to study any of that at the moment. I work a job at the same time, so I just thought like I'll just go with what I can do right now. And that I want to make a game, and I want to do something with my characters. This is something I want to make, so this is what I'm currently doing. Is it the best option? Is it my dream game? No, I wouldn't say that, but it's something I can do right now, and it's pretty fun. So nobody's paying me for this anyway, so I'll just go with what I enjoy the most right now, and those are just my considerations that I have. If you want to like take making games more seriously, and you like really want to get into it and later like work in the industry or all that stuff, then by all means maybe go for a different engine, or unless you really want to work on GameMaker games, obviously, you know, it's up to you. But if you later want to work on like 3D games, then GameMaker is not the best option. It would be better to like learn a different one. But I don't know, if you want to make something 2D, this is flipping great. Like, I really like this. I feel like it's so very intuitive, it just works for me. So that's what I'm currently working with. Let's see, the boxer. Okay. Okay, that's all good and dandy. Let's see if it will move relative to the view now. 2D games have their place in the industry. A lot of the modern classics use GameMaker. Very true. Flipping Undertale's made in GameMaker. It's insane. Also thinking of trying a 2.5D platformer in Godot, but sure, it will require a lot of effort, more than you can currently manage. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely not. Just do what you want. Sometimes if you're just working on stuff for fun, just do it for fun. Where did it go? Where the hell did it go? What just happened? Let's do that one more time. That's not good. That is in fact the opposite of good. That is in fact bad. Oh. I think I know what happened. Okay. So, for the dummy object. I gave it a sandwich sprite for some reason. I don't know why. False. This one, no, this one. It's set to path action continue because it's... Oh. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we made it so that it can also just not continue. That's good. Hi, bye. Yes. You touched GameMaker once like 8 years ago, made a pointy cartoony hands you drew move in a black limbo and made you content for a while apparently. Awesome. Yeah, it's so easy to just set up stuff in GameMaker. Like once you get the hang of like making objects, you can just make anything. Like I just made this enemy like move around and stuff in like I just started from scratch and we've been going for about 1.5 hours and we already got something that has an intro animation. Sort of. Almost. Okay. Path, action, stop. There we go. Let's see. How about now? It is moving relative to the camera, so I like that. I'm just glad that's working. There it is! Awesome. Pew 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 pew. Die 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 die. There it is. Just look at that. Currently, your Kirby fan game is a test room with a couple of objects, 50% only half work, and some sprites slapped in, and you're proud. And I'm proud of you. That is flipping cool. Genuinely, that's awesome. I mean, it's what I have. Look at these flipping test rooms, I'm just messing around. But this is going to be a game. I am confident in that. Looks cool so far, thank you! Wonder if it's like too far down, like it's a little cramped down at the bottom. I do want it to move around a little bit, like after it finishes the path, you know, so, how do I want to do that? Once it's done with the path, I want it to do something. How exactly would I go about that? Okay, I'm gonna make a value called intro done. So, this one is gonna be set to true, and then it's gonna be start like moving. That's gonna like move around. Is the intro done? How do we do that? If HP is 0, I guess. I'm just gonna try it. I don't know if this will work. Let's give it a shot. After that, I want to make a new dummy object. Oh, and of course, I only want this to happen once. That's why I'm doing it like this. The H speed needs to be equal to 0, so it's done moving. And the intro needs to be not done yet. And then intro done is going to be true. Okay, cool. Cool. a little complex. Maybe there's an easy way to do it, but we'll see. We'll find out. Hey, you're gonna be gonna call with a couple of friends before going to bed. Not that you're not fun to chat with. Bye, see ya. Hey, cool, thanks. I appreciate you stopping by. And I hope you have fun with your friends. Have a good time. Good luck on the game. Thank you. I'll get there. I don't think I'll be finishing this enemy today because we've already been streaming for 1.5 hours, but we'll see. We'll see how far we get. Also, good luck with your game, of course. Can't wait to see it. Someday. Okay, let's focus. Focus, M. HP is equal to 0. There we go. Now, if intro done is true, I want something to happen, of course. I want something to actually happen after the intro. I want to create a new path. There we go. Okay. You gotta believe in yourself. When you make the first t-shirt to your Kirby game, it will be amazing. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Bye for real. Yeah, bye. See ya. Hope to see you next time. I think you used Unity, but watching Mark Brown talk about developing his own game got you the closest to a game-making mood. Ah, I see. Yeah, Unity's pretty cool, don't get me wrong. Like, you can do some really cool stuff with that. I had to use it to make my VR chat avatar today and yesterday, but it's also just... it's also a pain in the ass. Just find the stuff you need and just get some simple objects in place. Just, oh gosh, such a hassle. It's so complex. I lose track of, like, where everything is. Especially with 3D stuff, like, my god. Don't even get, like, even just the control objects, like, just a nightmare. It's so difficult, it's so time consuming, that's the problem. I just want to make an enemy, I just want to sit down and make something, you know? Gosh. Okay, anyway, we're doing a new path. We're doing a sequel. Okay, I'm gonna delete this path layer. Water filters, right, I was working on that. Okay, new path layer. This is gonna be path underscore figure 8. See. Have you ever made any projects in GameMaker before, like a simple Atari arcade era on-screen game? I have made like a Pong clone with a dash move. That was pretty fun. It inspired me to put a dash move in this game. I never released any of this stuff. It was just like mess around. And I actually spent a lot of time making games with a friend in high school. But I would do the art assets and he would do the programming. So I never did any of the programming stuff. I really had to learn, like when I started this project. So I made some like little test things of just like a room with some stuff moving around and all that stuff. Yeah, Pong with a dash. It's pretty fun. It's just Pong, but you can also dash. That's it. So it's like, there's like an extra, like a dash is fun because it has this mechanic that can, it's both a blessing and a curse. You know, like it can speed you up, but also you can overshoot it. So you gotta use it gently. So yeah, Pong with a dash move, that was basically it. You could just play with 2 people, and that was all. You're making a Mega Man Battle Network fan game. You're really hoping to get into Sage 2026. You have been working on it for 3 years and still don't have a demo. That's completely fine. It only takes as long as it takes, you know? I've also been working on this for, gosh, I don't even know, Not 3 years. I think I started like at the end of last year. Sort of halfway through last year, I think. No, wait, the beginning of last year. Oh my... No, wait. Yeah? Oh my god. I think it was the beginning of last year that I really started working on it. But I kind of fell out of it. I had like immense motivation trouble. Like I had some stuff that I had to work through. So I just couldn't continue it. And then I picked it up again about halfway through last year. I was really hoping to get it to Sage, but I just didn't have anything yet. I started like studying the fundamentals of Game Maker. That's like a really cool fundamentals Game Maker playlist if you look for it on YouTube. That is incredibly useful. Makes you spend hours and hours in games like Mario Maker. Ah, yeah. I played a lot of the first Mario Maker. Wish I played it more, to be honest. I don't know. I thought I would have more fun with it, but I had more fun playing other people's stages. Like, in a way, it felt too limiting, I guess, because I just wanted to... A 2D platformer is not really something I want to make. Anyway, Path Figure 8. Yes, we got that. Oh, we already have a Path Figure 8. Okay. Well, what does that look like? Yeah, we have a Path Figure 8. Huh. Interesting. Path Figure 8 old. And then the other one's just gonna be Path Figure 8. Figure 8. Here we go. Now, in this level, in a world. I wanted to kind of move around like this. It is sort of a mini boss, so I wanted to take up some space. We need this to be symmetrical. First Mario Maker is hilarious because when you start the game you don't even get to place checkpoints. Oh yeah! I think I remember what you're talking about there. Okay, so Path Figure 8. We copy that. Copy that. And we put it in here. Let me see if this works. How long does dummy bitch stay alive? Let me see. That's 30,000 steps. 30,000 divided by 60. Let me calculate that using my head. 500 seconds. That's pretty long. 500 seconds? That can't be right. I thought I said it's that long. 500 seconds is how many minutes is that? I only want it to be like, I don't know, flipping a minute. A minute is too long. We'll be fighting this thing for a minute. 30 seconds. Oh, let's do 30 seconds. So it'll be 60 times 30 is 1800. Let's make it 2000. Like, I do want this dummy object to be destroyed after a while, otherwise there's gonna be too many objects on screen. Running head.exe currently to do math. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Please don't explode. It disappeared. Right. Crap. I know what happens. The X speed was 0 because it flies like this, right? So the moment it like turns, the X speed temporarily is equal to 0. the Y speed also needs to be able to 0. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now watch this. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, V speed. Okay. Okay, Game Maker. Alright. Now watch this. Yeah, no, that was very bad. Crap. Okay, it just needs to be done with the flipping path. Crap. Okay. Shoot. What if I just set it to a timer? Whatever. It's always gonna be the same intro animation anyway, so whatever. I don't know how to determine whether the other object is done with its path. So... funny you mentioned Pong with a dash because you made a similar thing, just that you had a move where your paddle could bend forward to bump the ball. Oh, that sounds fun. Now you want a Pong Championship Edition DX. That would be cool. Like a souped up version of Pong. I'd play that. Then again, I guess you could call Mario Tennis a souped up version of Pong. Gonna set this alarm to 2 seconds. And it's just gonna do this. Okay. Let's see. I don't know how to determine whether a path is finished or not. Whoa! Where in the shit did he go? Did you see that? What the hell is that? It's doing path figure 8. Oh, I see. Okay, it might... Let's do inst 1. No, wait, it would override it, right? So... What the hell just happened? Did something conflict with... inst? Let me just to be safe, let me delete the previous instance. I think this is supposed to do that. Oh. Underscore. Underscore. Yippee. An underscore. Okay, let's see what happens now. Nope, it still escapes. How? How is that possible? A Y is set to 0, I see. That's not good. Why the hell would it do that? Oh no, wait, no, wait, hold on, no, No. I love making noises. It's a favorite pastime. Okay, up dummy bitch, yep. Path is gonna be figure 8. Path speed is gonna be extremely fast. Let's not do that. Let's do like 15 or something. Mirror path is false. Continue is true, like it's gonna be just the continuing thing. I should just make that like a true or false thing. It's gonna be easier down the line. Let me just fix that real quick. If path continue... let's just continue. Never mind. If continue equals true... I just change continue to fucking something else. Can I do it like this? Does that work? Like I'm changing a Boolean variable to something else. Can I even do that? I don't know, let's find out. Oh, let's go. Okay. It's never absolute, that's okay. This is the path that we put in, this is the speed that we put in, this is the... Mirror the path. It's all good. See what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Continue's gonna be true. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Wow, he just didn't show up. Left me hanging. Very disappointing. What is he doing? Why is this dickweed not showing up? Create a new instance. What's going on here? Seeing how this is makes you wonder how the hell like Ansel from like 50 years ago could make games on their old ass computers back when they were like 16. It is incredibly impressive. Like, it is actually insane how people were able to make video games back in the day. With like the intense restrictions and like limitations is what I mean. On like super underpowered devices. It is so cool. Like basically pocket calculators. They were running video games on there. Ridiculous. It is so cool. Incredibly impressive. You have to like be super good at math and like I don't know, the art was like the least of your concern, you know? Just have to make it run. Crazy stuff. I can just put like these huge art assets into my game and just like make them bounce around and do little intro animations and all that stuff, but it is an intense privilege that we have nowadays with these programs. Peeps like him make you feel more like you're related to a chimp than on a species level. Hey, chimps are smart. Speaking of smart, what do I do? Let me see. Okay, I'm making a dummy bitch object. Figure 8. We got the right path, right? Let me see. Is the path finished? Where the hell is it? Hold on a second. Where the hell is the path? Am I insane? What? The path is right here. The path is right here. The path is right here. Half figure 8. That's it. That's the one. Why is it not showing up? Figure 8 was an illusion. Perhaps. Why is there no path here? Oh, there it is. Oh, I just drew it at like a... Oh, because we... Oh, okay. Because we drew it at this position in the room, it also draws it at the position over here. Fair enough, Game Maker. You win this one. You get to live another day. Okay. Figure 8. Whatever. Works for me. But why is it not, like, starting? Jiminy Jaminy, what a calamity. I must be missing something simple. Okay, let me try something. Let me just remove this line to see if the error still occurs. I'm gonna do this. Okay, that's not good. First of all, why is it doing that? No, continue needs to be false. Okay, that was my first mistake. Now let's delete the line again. And see what happens. You need to place an actor on the figure 8. I don't know what an actor is. I'm gonna be real with you. Is that from a different program? Is that Game Maker? I don't know. See? That works. Okay. Alright, so... Interesting. Okay, so what it's telling me is the game is crashing because there is no such thing as instance.x. That makes sense, because we need to create that instance again. Otherwise, it's gonna go a little nuts. Really fun boss music also. Like this track that we're having in the background. Appropriate for this nightmare. This isn't gonna do anything. Why am I even putting that there? That's not gonna do anything. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. Do I need to put this after the thing? Probably doesn't matter. Let me just put it over here. Whatever. This won't matter. This won't make a difference. I need to stop making changes that don't matter. I'm just trying to get a grip on the situation. It's gonna make a new inst. And that's going to be creating an instance with a certain depth. It's going to be at the x value of where we currently are. It's going to be at the y value of 0. So it's going to be very high up in the room. Let's just do like instance 1 and 2. Let's just start working with like different instances to keep track of, okay? If there is an instance 1, it's gonna do that. If there's an instance 2, it's gonna do this. Let's try it now. To be fair, you were hoping your suggestion would activate a Jimmy Neutron brain moment and would help you solve it. I don't know. It was worth a shot, I appreciate the help. Oh. Never mind. Fucked up something. Oh, yeah, there we go. I forgot to actually, like, change this to inst 1. Nope, that ain't working. Inst 2 doesn't exist yet, so... okay, let me try it again. Now it does set inst 2 to something. Nope, it still crashes. Okay, what's the problem? Inst underscore not set before reading it. That's line 31. What do you mean? Oh wait. No wait, I know. Wait, I know. I know. Hold on. It wants to delete the instance. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, mostly just spelling errors so far. I can live with that. As long as this works, I'll be happy. Nope, I crashed the game by accident because I clicked the button too fast. Okay, let's do it again. Come on. Nope, it died again. Okay. This is a doozy. Yeah, let me just remove all this crap I just did, because this is not the solution. This is not the way. Okay, so this isn't working out with the whole, like, none stuff. Just put it back to how it was before. Alright, let's work with this. Why would it warp all the way to the top right or straight up disappear? That's what I don't understand. What we're doing here is in one fell swoop, we're deleting the old instance. We're creating a new instance. Somewhere. And then after that, it's going to read this line again, because it's kind of like keeps looping, 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 looping. Let's set the x to inst x, which is the same as this. It's going to set the y to inst y plus the camera. 0 plus the camera. Okay. This all makes perfect sense. I don't understand. It's making an object dummy, bitch. No, this will kill the objects. It's definitely the second line. Something happens on the second line and I don't know what. Half speed. If we made the path speed 1, what happens then? Mirror path. Continue is true by default, so we don't need to set that at all. What is going on here? Okay, whoa, hey, oh, now we see something. Why is he doing that? Seeing that shit? And then he disappears. How very interesting. I think I might know what's causing this. Oh, it keeps starting the path over and over and over again. And that's why it's shifting position. Oh, crap. Okay. It just needs to do this once. It just needs to do this once. After the intro is done. So we can move this to the alarm event. We don't even need to make an intro is done. Valuable. Like variable. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's get rid of this crap. And now we try it again. Watch this. It's following the path. It's relative to the camera. It's just all the way up there. Huh. Okay. Now this is good. This is a good development. For some reason the Y value is being set to... Alright, let's just do this. Let's just do this. Dummy bitch isn't actually being drawn, right? I don't think it's... So I would like this to be invisible. There we go. There we go. Just made it invisible. Let me try something. Whoa! It just disappeared off the face of the earth. Okay, that's not... Now I know that sounds bad. No, I do need this one to be 0. Amazing Digital Circus red guy moment. True. I love disappearing guy. I can't wait for the new episode of Digital Circus, dude. Oh my god. How are they gonna... What is gonna happen? I'm scared. It looks cool as hell. Okay. I think what needs to happen is this. I need to add the VY. Y minus VY? I'm getting a hunch that this is correct. Crap, I pressed the button too fast. Hold on. Okay, let me try again. Not gonna lie, you started the series liking Kane and now you don't like it at all. Uh-oh. Well, who knows? It seems like they're gonna tie some stuff up with the... tie it together. Like, whatever you want to call it. It's like you're gonna do stuff with the next episode. Some major things. There we go, I'm a genius. Okay, so definitely the object's gonna need to be a little higher. Still gonna see it through. Alright, yeah, I hope you'll like it. It actually works. I do need it to be like higher in the room because you have... Like, it feels a little claustrophobic. Like it's too far down. Maybe that's a good thing. Okay. 10. Let's set the speed to 10. Let's see how this looks. I can't believe it, we got it working. Now it just needs to like attack and defend and all that stuff. And we can do that, no problem. It's a little too far to the left, you see that? How strange. But yeah, that's what I want. That's really good. Does the blue guy have a name? He's just called Boxer at the moment. He's just a boxing enemy. Why does it not start at the center of the screen? That confuses me a little bit. This path is perfectly aligned to the center, right? So if it were to start over here, it would just follow the path and doing all that. Maybe the center to is being... is it the center of the sprite? No, it should be. I made sure to align the center of the sprite to, like the nose. Like it's always the center of the sprite. That should definitely be working. Boxing bobbard. Also, we've been streaming for a while. It's almost been 2 hours. I think I'm gonna call it quits soon, but we got a bunch of stuff done today. Like, we got the images for the thing, we got a little intro animation, we got its basic flight pattern, how it's gonna be like moving in a figure 8 circle. I'm pretty happy with all that. But I just would like to tweak this so it doesn't suck. Let me see, let me check. Does the enemy actually like move all the way to the center points when it's just doing like the intro animation? Okay, that's the center. So that's good. Weird. How very strange. Progress is good! True. Exceptionally good progress. Haven't been as talkative today, but really happy to see what you've done. Hey, no problem. I just appreciate you stopping by. And if it's fun to follow along, then yeah, that's great. Then I'm happy. Okay, so I see that it's in the center when it's just like ending the intro animation. However, after that, for some reason, it doesn't. It follows the path, but it's a little bit to the left. And I wonder why that is. Is it the smoothness of the path? Let me see. Let me just get this path and say like, what if it was straight lines? What if it was all straight? I know, a terrible thought, but it is, isn't it? Yeah. It's a smoothing effect. Like, this is good. This is what I want. Let's try it one more time. It's the weird smoothing effect that's on there. Maybe this is fine too, how it's just kind of bouncing around. It has some personality to it, doesn't it? Let me just try it one more time. It's like a different precision. I don't know, maybe it'll make a difference. That is a bummer though. I like being able to use the smoothness of the paths. Yeah, it's still to the left. See? So it's a smoothing effect. How very strange. Maybe if I add an extra node... I'm just kind of bullshitting here, I don't know. We try once more with an extra node added. Because I don't know if this would help. Nope, it's still to the left. It's still too much to the left. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not even like moving further and further to the left or anything, is it? No, it stays in its relative position. I do like the smooth movement though. Shoot! Okay, I'm gonna have to remove this node again. There we go. That's easy, so that's not a problem. Shoot. I'll have to look into that. Let me just Google that real quick. Game Maker path inaccurate smooth. A smooth path will use a type of spline curve to join the points, and it includes the start point. On the closing path, that point will form a curve so the shape of the path changes. You can see if this create a path resource and draw a path and check open and closed. Worked around it by adding 3 identical points at the beginning of the path, makes the curved and linear versions of the path identical for the segment. Okay, I found some tips. I found some advice. Let me give this a shot. It's gonna be smooth again. because that's what I actually do want. Can I duplicate this? I would like to duplicate it at this point. Let's see. There we go, there's another one, and there's another one. I'm gonna be editing this to be exactly the same as the starting point. Let's see if it works. It's just a tip from a random stranger on the internet, but we'll check it out. Let's see, fingers crossed. This actually works, and it's a pretty cool trick. You just add a bunch of like extra nodes, so to negate the smoothing. There we go. Thank you, internet people. Okay, so now this is actually pretty challenging to dodge. It's gonna be moving around like that, you know. And you can stay on the sides to like dodge it. Like, you can sort of keep up with it. It's a little faster than you even. Of course, it'll happen moments where it's open and you can just like beat the hell out of it. This is pretty cool. I like this. I like how it feels a little claustrophobic, like how you have to like use the very lower part of the screen. Whoops. Okay, Boxer doesn't work anymore because the instance that it's supposed to follow is deleted. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's to be expected. I don't think the Boxer will be on screen for as long as we've been doing it now. Actually, maybe a little longer. You know what? Let me give it a little more time just to work with that. 4,000. That's twice as much time. That should be good. Look, we got him. We got a flipping moving enemy. Hell yeah. Now we just need to add like little states, like what we had. Let's see, obstacles, enemies, Boxer. So we got the neutral pose. Just show the sprites off again. Neutral pose. It's gonna do like a little taunt. That's just for a little while. Then it does like a charge, and then it punches like a really big punch. Then it will be open for attack again a little bit. I think it'll be fun if you can just like keep hitting him whenever he does like the pose. But you just gotta be like very tight. It's a very tight window, like Punch Out. Then he'll be open to attack. Let's just say you can beat him faster if you are able to hit him before he hits you. And then he has like a hit sprite momentarily. And that's it. Let's save that for some other time. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. Who knows? But we got a mini boss. Hell yeah! Whew. I am kind of tired. This has been fun though. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I feel like I'm gonna call it quits here. However, not before I have shown you some of the stuff that I've been working on. Let me switch to a different window. Let me get Inkscape open again. Okay, so this is where we're working on those enemies. It was interesting to see. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. I want to do these streams because they help me, like actually focus and work on the game. But also, I sincerely hope it's fun to watch. I have a lot of fun streaming this stuff. This is the original sketch that we worked with, and yeah. Oh right, that's actually what I want to do. I want to have like his hands open when he gets hit. Completely forgot about that. Let's fix that real quick. And also let me fix this. There we go. That really bothered me for some reason. Cool. I'll let me get this in the right folder. There we go. I'll fix that later some other time. Cool. Now, to show you some stuff I've been working on. Why the hell not? I always like to do this at the end of the stream. What have I been working on? Let me check my blue sky and like the art tag. Like what is most recent stuff that I've made? It's gotta be quite a lot. Okay, so I think I showed these off last time, but like my other VR chat models, the characters from the game actually. Let me put these on screen. There's this one, really proud of that. With the funny physics on the head cover as well. There was one for Rogue as well. There she is. Can't wait to put her in the game. That's gonna be really cool. I like her story segment's gonna be a lot of fun. What else? Well, for like some of my streams, I made this little new drawing of myself. That's also for like just my socials and whatnot. Just a neat little thing. I like this one a lot. It could turn out quite cool. New character I made. Oh my gosh, have I shown her off yet? This one. Thinking of calling her Kate or something. I don't know if she's gonna have to do anything in the story of the game, but I don't know. We'll see. I like the character. I think she looks cool. Oh right, of course there were like the doodles that I did on the last stream. Oh, and this mushroom lady. This one doesn't have a name either. I don't know if she'll do anything in the game or story or anything, but she's like an ink cap mushroom. And I thought it would be fun to try something with that. What else? What else? Well, there was the Banuki avatar that I finished today that I'm really proud of. If you rewind to the very start of this stream, you'll be able to see her in action in like a little video I recorded. You can find it on Blue Sky as well. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Here she is in Yoshi's Island. The VR chat world, of course, but still. Yay! She has lip sync and everything, so the mouth all moves and all that, so yeah. And that's it. I think that we can call that a stream. That was a lot of fun. I thank you very much for stopping by. Good ink lighting. Hey, thanks. Rocky Rockstar the cat. Yeah, she's cool. I don't know if I want to... I should probably change the colors because I have too many like black and purple characters. So maybe I'll make her like her hair red or something. I feel like that fits her personality a lot. But that's it for today, people. Thank you so much for stopping by. I had a flipping blast. The screen is misaligned. Ah, gosh, look at that. Oh no, I'm making a mess. Oh no! I'll see you gamers next time. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.